We're still getting scared. I wonder how long that's gonna stay. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Galloper's Keep has closed its doors for the season, and with it, the Halloween event has been removed this week. But there is still plenty to be excited for because we have a brand new Trailblazer Track this week. And a Bazaar, which we'll probably talk about first. I'm going to do my normal, comprehensive Trailblazer Track guide later on in this video. There are two things that I want to talk about before we get there though, since that's going to be the bulk of this video. The first one is that there is a new horse bazaar. We did know that this was coming. This is, I think, did they say that this was the monthly bazaar? Okay, I've reviewed the next up in Jorvik. This is November's monthly bazaar. The one that's going to be happening later in the month is going to be part of just like the horses that are retrofit. And then the last one that's part of this roadmap is December's monthly bazaar. So anyway, this time around we have 4 horses for sale. We have the Nabstrapper available for 450 star coins, originally 750 star coins. We have the Akalteke available for 595 star coins, originally 850 star coins. The Clydesdale available for 525 star coins, originally 750 star coins. And the Fjord horse available for 425 star coins, originally 850 star coins. So this time around we do have a lot of oldies, which I think is a good thing because they're kind of the most worth to get on sale, since you reach a point in old Gen 3 where it's not worth paying the full price for them. Like for example, and I think I mentioned this when I did my Akalteke video, if you buy them full price at 850 star coins, you could get a newer horse like a mule. Actually, hold on, I have a list. For the 850 star coins that you could spend on the Akalteke, you could get, well, there's a lot, but I'll just read you my suggestions. A mule for the same price, a Dartmoor pony for the same price, a Belgian warmblood for the same price, or the Gotland pony for 100 star coins less. Or you could just save up if you're a star rider for another week for an extra 50 star coins and get the American Saddlebred, the Appaloosa, the Ardennes, the Haflinger, the Jorvik Mountain Horse, the Mustang, the Norker, the Self-Ronce, or the Shire. So for that reason, I'm really glad that they're putting some of these older horses that either haven't been on sale at all or in a really long time on Bazaar, because it's more worth it to get them. Now, I'm going to put the percentages in post when I'm editing, but looking just at the value, I was considering getting a Clydesdale because I have made it clear, if you didn't see my stable tour video, that the Clydesdale is actually my least favorite horse in this game because when I was training mine, I hated the experience. I considered doing the same video for the Clydesdale that I did for the Akalteke to see if they are worth it on sale, except I actually, just looking at this price, I think it's what, 225 star coins off? And I don't know if, with everything else coming up later this month, I don't know if that's enough of a discount for me to try them. So I don't know. If I would, honestly, they've got some really nice colors. Like this one is really beautiful. I like this one. This one was my favorite for the longest time. And honestly, even this one's really pretty. They're a little kind of clay-like to me though. So I don't know, maybe I'm just better off skipping it anyway. Other horses though, so I did just recently train a Fjord. I love Fjord. I actually do recommend getting the Fjord if you think that they're cute, though they can't wear all the tack, so maybe take that into consideration. But I mean, for 425, I think that that's pretty good. And honestly, the Nab, I really like the Nab. They are an underrated older Gen 3 horse for sure. I absolutely adore this horse. And they've got such beautiful coat colors. Like, there's not a single one of these coat colors that I don't think is pretty. Well, actually, honestly, maybe this one. This is the only one that I'm kind of like, eh. And as for the Akalteke, I mean, I did a whole video about them, so you can definitely go watch that if you want to know my opinion and thoughts on getting one of those. Next, we are taking a quick detour into Moorland to go check out the bonus shop since it is November. There should be a new item here. Yes, we have a saddlebag for the Blushing Emo set. Cute. And finally, let's talk about the Trailblazer Track. To access the Trailblazer Track, you are going to go to the icon in the bottom right side of your screen, or I believe it's going to be at the top of your screen if you're using mobile, or you can press the number 2 on your keyboard and it will open up the Trailblazer Track menu. So first of all, what is the Trailblazer Track? Well, the Trailblazer Track is basically Star Stable's login battle pass reward system. You get points just by playing the game and doing things that you would normally be doing, and along the way, you can unlock rewards for the length of the Trailblazer Track. It is worth noting that anybody can participate and earn points along the Trailblazer Track. However, you do have to be a Star Rider to actually claim the rewards on the Trailblazer Track. There is a little bit of a way around it, which is if you get a free Star Rider coupon code. I'm not sure of any active ones right now. The only one that I do know of is if you are doing the Invite a Friend program, you do get a free 5-day Star Rider coupon to get you from level 5 to level 12. So if you do have one of those codes, you can get as many points as you want, and then when you activate that code, you can claim all of the rewards that you've unlocked. Now, as far as how many points you can earn, I always like to reference this question mark in the corner because it does a really good job illustrating this. There's always a misconception that certain activities will give you more points than others, and in most cases, that's not true. If you're doing anything like a race, a blue or yellow exclamation point quests, the different puzzles in Hollow Woods like rune carving or the one where you have to find the floating runes, finding your extra interesting fossils, all of those things count as activities, and each activity will give you a certain amount of points depending on how many activities you've completed that day. So for the first 4 activities you do in a day, you'll get 100 points. The next 5 to 8 activities will give you 80 points. The next 9 to 12 will give you 60 points, and anything after that will give you 10 trail points. So some examples for this, I always recommend using your home stable to your advantage, and especially now that you can change your home stable for free, you can move around to an area that you think fits better for your Trailblazer routine. So at Silverlake Equestrian Center, I would do something like, first do my outdoor 3 stable chores. I might go inside my home stable and do those 3 chores as well. Then I will go down to the riding arena and do those 4 races with Lynn. And then I just have 2 activities left, which could either be dressage and Lara's jumping course, or Yelena's 2 equitation races, or if I wanted to, I could run down to Jasper's and do his races, or I could go to the racetrack and do those races, or if it's Friday, I could do the horses going back to the home stable, or the plumber on horseback, or the leaves in the den, those daily activities that you get on Friday. Another way to earn points is by collecting gatherables. These are your light or firefly around Hollow Woods, your Farah's flowers that are found around the world, harvesting your plants in the Valedale Garden, and picking up recyclables or trash around the map. Each of those activities will give you 1 trail point per collectible. This might not sound like a lot, but this does add up, especially if you are collecting light in Hollow Woods as part of your daily routine. Basically, just do 12 of anything in Star Stable, any 12 races, 12 home stable chores, 12 daily quests, and that will maximize the amount of points you get per day. I bring that up as a suggestion for people who maybe don't log in every day. If you pick 12 activities that you could do reliably really quickly, you will still be able to complete the Trailblazer Track, even if you don't have hours and hours and hours to play every day. Granted, it will still take you remembering to log in every day, but if you do forget, sometimes we do get something called bonus point days. This isn't always announced in advance, but sometimes we will get bonus trail point days, and when those happen, each activity will give you an additional 30 points for every one you do. So your first 4 will give you 130, 5 to 8 will give you 110, 9 to 12 will give you 90, and anything beyond that will give you 40 total points. If you miss a couple of days, it is a great way to catch up because that 40 points for each additional activity is actually bonkers. It adds up so fast. And in addition to that, each gatherable gets a +2 point bonus as well. So each firefly will now give you 3 points instead of the 1. And that also adds up insanely fast. So like I said, these ones aren't announced in advance. Sometimes they will post it in the news. Sometimes they'll post it on social media. They usually happen on the weekends. I want to say the last 2 Trailblazer tracks, they've done it. I don't remember if it was the first weekend or the second weekend, but they did one really early on and then they did one later on. There's no guarantee that we will get 2, but they'll usually do 1 at least. Now, something else worth mentioning here is how long you have to complete it. So you might have already noticed, but at the top left, you have an ends date of December 3rd. So I believe that is 28 full days. Yeah, it's 28 days until December 2nd, which will actually be your last day because it'll be gone on December 3rd. And there is one more way to get points, and I always forget to say it when I talk about the points, but it's by clicking this button here, this Claim Daily Points button. If you do that, you will get 450 points on your Trailblazer Track. You can do that every single day. If you do that, in addition to what I call your bare minimum points of the 12 tasks, you'll get a total of 1,410 points every single day. Obviously, if you can also play during the bonus point days, or if you have longer than just a couple of minutes to spend on this every day, you will no doubt earn more than enough points in a day, and will complete the track much quicker than just the people who are able to only do the bare minimum. If you are able to keep up with the bare minimum, you can complete the track in a little over 24 days, not including bonus points. So just make sure to keep on top of this, get your daily bonuses done, and you will complete the entire Trailblazer Track in no time. Now, as far as what you can earn, there's a mix of items. First up are consumables. These are things like the Jolly Hoof treats, which you get at the very first. It's already unlocked for you for free for just logging in. That will get your horse all the way happy if they were completely sad. Large jars of wisdom, which are not craftable. You can craft the smaller ones, but these ones will give your horse a lot more experience. Stable care coupons, which will give you free stable care for 7 days. Shiny gemstones, which basically can be sold for 1,000 shillings at any time. And travel dust, which can also be crafted in Valedale to basically give you a trailer travel for free. From anywhere, you don't even need to be in a trailer to use it. You will also get 20 of each of Farrah's flowers, which to me is really just a filler reward. I kind of wish they would replace that with the extra interesting fossils like they did that one time. Especially if they did the ones for Epona. That is like my dream. And obviously the most exciting item for the Trailblazer Track is a complete outfit for free. So you get what is called the Trendsetter set this time around. I believe, I could be wrong, this outfit does remind me of Clueless because of the yellow plaid. It's not obviously like perfect or exact, but that's just what it reminds me of. Oh my god, I was right! I was right! The description for this tack set is someone said this outfit was out of fashion. Ugh, as if, which is a Clueless reference. Anyway, you get the full clothing and tack set, so that's going to be your jacket, your shoes, your helmet, your gloves, your skirt, your jumping saddle, saddle pad, bridle, leg wraps, saddlebag, and a saddlebag pet, which is popcorn in a scoop. Once you've actually unlocked some rewards along the Trailblazer Track, there are 2 ways to claim. The first one is to just press this Claim All Rewards button, which will claim everything that you have unlocked, or you could individually click the things that you want to unlock if you want to save some in the Trailblazer Track. Just make sure you claim all of your available rewards on the night of December 2nd, because on the 3rd you will no longer have a chance to do that. Basically, as always, it is rewards for actually playing the game, so you do have to put in some effort to unlock all of the rewards, but it is completely doable within the time limit with minimal amount of effort. So just log in, do some dailies, and you will unlock all the rewards in no time. I love when they do Trailblazer Tracks after events, because I feel like after events my routine is just so out of whack, because I've gone from my normal routine to my event routine, and now that I no longer have those event dailies, it is really hard to get back to my normal event routine. And the Trailblazer Track actually helps me do that by, since I'm going to be online anyway, it's incentivizing me to do activities and to do the things that I would normally do in my day-to-day in the game. So it really does help me anyway get back to my normal non-event routine through the duration of the Trailblazer Track. And usually, if there's not an event followed right after, I can just keep up with my normal routine. However, in this case, we kind of already know that the Winter Festival is going to be happening. Maybe not the week that the Trailblazer ends, but I think the week after, so. But anyways, that is basically it for this video. There is a small, little sneaky update. Every once in a while, they'll like update some of the jumps in the different races. I noticed this a couple of weeks ago, but in the Bobcats arena, those 3 jumping courses, they've added these little flags, new flags, these like plastic flags that actually I think look more like normal show jumping flags that I've noticed. They've added them to the standards instead of the typical big red and white flags that we see in some other races. They've also added these flags last week to the ones in the Baroness's riding arena with Lynn. To be honest, because I was mostly focused on doing Halloween event stuff, I haven't been doing a lot of races around the world except for the ones at Silverglade and Moorland. So they might have appeared in other places, I just don't know yet. So keep an eye out and see if you see anything new or any updated jumps in any of the other jumping races. I'm curious to know. I did also notice, and this is just a minor one that I don't think many people would notice, some of the paddock prop poles at the Baroness's racetrack for the jumping course, I don't remember which letter it is, but a few of them were also slightly changed. I only noticed that because I was making course maps, so... Well, anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye!